Tammy Slaton, one of the beloved stars of the TLC reality series 1000 LB Sisters, recently. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For 1000 LB Sister latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press open up about a moment of vulnerability in her ongoing weight loss journey, her decision to drink soda. In a heartfelt message shared with her fans, Tammy apologized for indulging in a beverage that many might consider a simple, everyday choice, but one that carries much heavier emotional and physical significance in her current health journey. With honesty and humility, she acknowledged the slip-up while reaffirming her commitment to progress, not perfection. "I'm still hitting goals," she emphasized, reminding both herself and her supporters that setbacks don't define success. Tammy's journey has been nothing short of transformative. Once weighing over 700 pounds, she made the life-altering decision to undergo bariatric surgery and embrace a new lifestyle focused on health, self-care, and mental wellness. Her story, shared alongside her late sister Amy Halterman on 1000 LB Sisters, has inspired millions around the world. The show chronicles the sisters' struggles with extreme obesity, emotional trauma, and the complex relationship between food and comfort. Since Amy's passing in 2023, Tammy has carried the torch of their shared mission to live healthier, more fulfilling lives despite the immense challenges. In her recent message, Tammy didn't shy away from the emotional weight behind her soda choice. She explained that after a long day filled with stress and emotional triggers, she reached for a soda, not out of craving, but out of habit and a desire for comfort. "I know it's not part of my plan," she said, "but I also know I'm human." Her transparency struck a chord with fans, many of whom responded with an outpouring of support, empathy, and encouragement. "Thank you for being real," one fan commented. "Progress isn't linear, and you're still winning." What makes Tammy's apology so powerful is not the act itself, but the context in which it occurred. For someone who has worked tirelessly to rebuild her life, every decision carries layers of meaning. Soda, for many, is a casual indulgence, a quick caffeine boost, or a sweet treat. But for Tammy, it represents a step backward in a journey defined by discipline, resilience, and constant self-awareness. Each choice is a battle between old habits and new intentions. And yet, instead of hiding her misstep or feeling ashamed, she chose to own it and move forward. That's the essence of Tammy's message. Recovery and transformation are not about never failing, but about how you respond when you do. She reminded her audience that her weight loss journey isn't just about the number on the scale, it's about healing her relationship with food, managing emotional triggers, and building a sustainable, healthier lifestyle. "I've lost over 300 pounds, she said. "That didn't happen overnight, and it didn't happen without setbacks. But I'm still moving forward." Her journey began in earnest after years of struggling with morbid obesity, which left her largely housebound and dependent on others for basic needs. With Amy by her side, Tammy began working with medical professionals, therapists, and nutritionists to take control of her health. The turning point came when she underwent gastric sleeve surgery, a procedure that reduces the size of the stomach to limit food intake. The surgery was just the beginning. The real work lay in the daily choices. What to eat, how to move, how to cope with emotions without turning to food. Over time, Tammy began to see changes not just in her body, but in her confidence, her energy levels, and her ability to participate in life. She started walking short distances, then longer ones. She began cooking healthier meals and sharing recipes with fans. She became an advocate for bariatric surgery and mental health awareness, using her platform to educate and inspire. Her progress was slow, but steady, and all the more remarkable because it was hard-won. But as with any major life change, there have been ups and downs. After Amy's passing, Tammy faced a new wave of grief and loneliness, emotions that often triggered old patterns of emotional eating. The loss of her sister, her closest confidant and partner in their journey, left a void that was difficult to fill. In interviews, Tammy has spoken candidly about the deep bond she shared with Amy and how her absence continues to impact her daily life. "Amy was my rock," she said. "When she was gone, I had to learn how to be my own rock." It was during one of these emotionally difficult periods that Tammy reached for the soda. Not as a celebration, not as a rebellion, but as a small comfort in a moment of sadness. And while she knew it wasn't aligned with her goals, she also recognized that self-compassion is a crucial part of healing. "I'm not perfect," she said, "and I don't need to be. What matters is that I keep going." Her apology wasn't just about the soda, it was about accountability. By acknowledging her choice, she demonstrated a level of self-awareness that many strive for but few achieve. She didn't make excuses. She didn't blame stress or grief. She simply said, "I did it and I can do better." That kind of honesty is rare, especially in the public eye, where celebrities are often expected to project perfection. Tammy's willingness to be vulnerable makes her journey all the more relatable. Fans have responded with overwhelming support. Social media was flooded with messages of encouragement, with many sharing their own stories of struggle and recovery. "I've been there," one person wrote. "One bite, one drink, it doesn't erase all the progress you've made." Another said, "You're human, Tammy, and you're doing amazing." These responses highlight a growing cultural shift toward compassion in health and wellness. People are beginning to understand that sustainable change comes not from shame, but from support, patience, and perseverance. Tammy's journey also sheds light on the broader conversation around obesity, mental health, and the stigma that surrounds both. For years, people struggling with weight have been judged, blamed, and dismissed, told to just eat less and move more, as if the issue were that simple. But Tammy's story shows that obesity is often rooted in deeper issues: trauma, depression, anxiety, and a complex relationship with food that develops over years, even decades. Healing requires more than willpower. It requires medical intervention, therapy, and a strong support system. By sharing her struggles so openly, Tammy helps break down the stigma. She shows that people with obesity are not lazy or lacking in discipline. They are often fighting battles that others can't see. And when they do make progress, it should be celebrated, not scrutinized. Her apology for drinking soda wasn't a sign of failure. It was a sign of shared updates about her routine, her meals, her walks, her therapy sessions. She emphasized the importance of structure and consistency, but also the need for flexibility. "I don't want to live in fear of making a mistake," she said. "I want to live in a way that feels good and sustainable." She's working with a nutritionist to refine her diet, focusing on protein, vegetables, and hydration. She's also exploring new ways to manage stress, including journaling, meditation, and spending time with loved ones. One of the most inspiring aspects of Tammy's journey is her evolving sense of self-worth. In the past, she often tied her value to her weight, believing that she wasn't worthy of love, happiness, or success until she lost weight. But through her transformation, she's begun to see herself differently. "I'm proud of who I'm becoming," she said. "Not just because of the weight I've lost, but because of the strength I've gained." She's also become a role model for others on similar paths. Many fans have reached out to say that Tammy's story gave them the courage to seek help, to start therapy, or to schedule a consultation with a bariatric surgeon. "You showed me it's possible," one woman wrote. "I started my journey because of you." That kind of impact is immeasurable, and it's a testament to the power of authenticity. As Tammy continues her journey, she remains focused on her long-term goals: to maintain her weight loss, improve her health, and live a life full of joy and possibility. She dreams of traveling, of dancing at a wedding, of being able to play with future grandchildren. These may seem like small dreams to some, but for Tammy, they represent freedom from pain, from isolation, from the limitations that once defined her life. And while a soda may seem like a minor setback in the grand scheme of things, Tammy treats it with the seriousness it deserves, not because she's obsessed with perfection, but because she respects the process. She knows that every choice matters, and that true transformation comes from consistency over time. But she also knows that one misstep doesn't erase all the progress she's made. In fact, moments like this may be some of the most important in her journey. They test her resolve, deepen her self-awareness, and strengthen her commitment. They remind her and all of us that healing is not a straight line. There will be days of triumph and days of struggle. The key is to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Tammy's apology, then, is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It takes courage to admit when you've fallen short, especially when you're in the public eye. But it also takes courage to keep going, to believe in yourself even when you stumble. And that's exactly what Tammy is doing. As she looks ahead, Tammy remains hopeful. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. She's building a life that she once thought impossible. And while she may still face challenges, she faces them with a resilience that inspires everyone around her. In the end, Tammy Slaton's story is not just about weight loss. It's about courage, compassion, and the power of second chances. It's about learning to love yourself, even when the road is hard. It's about showing up day after day and choosing progress over perfection. And when she drinks a soda, she apologizes, learns, and keeps going. Because that's what warriors do. Tammy's journey continues to unfold, and with each chapter, she teaches us something valuable about perseverance, self-acceptance, and the human spirit. Her apology for drinking soda is a small moment in a much larger narrative, one of transformation, healing, and hope. It reminds us that we are all works in progress, and that every step forward, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. As fans, we don't cheer for Tammy because she's perfect. We cheer for her because she's real. Because she fights, stumbles, gets back up, and keeps going. Because she shows us that change is possible, even when the odds seem insurmountable. And in a world that often demands flawlessness, Tammy Slaton stands as a powerful reminder. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You just have to keep trying. Oh yes, she drank a soda. And yes, she apologized. But more importantly, she proved once again that she's still hitting goals on her terms, in her time, with grace and grit. And that's something worth celebrating. Tammy Slaton, one of the beloved stars of the hit TLC reality series 1,000 Pound Sisters, has recently turned heads with a stunning transformation that has captured the attention of fans and media alike. Known for her journey of weight loss, emotional resilience, and personal growth, Tammy continues to inspire millions with her courage and determination. In a recent video shared on social media, she showcased a radiant new look complete with a fresh hairstyle and a dazzling smile, marking yet another milestone in her ongoing transformation. For years, Tammy Slaton has been open about her struggles with obesity, mental health, and the emotional toll of living with a rare genetic condition known as Prader-Willi syndrome, which contributes to an insatiable appetite and difficulty with weight management. Alongside her sister Amy Hall, Tammy's story has unfolded on national television, offering viewers an unfiltered look into the challenges of severe obesity, the complexities of family dynamics, and the long, often painful road to recovery. But Tammy's journey hasn't just been about shedding pounds, it's been about reclaiming her identity, building self-worth, and embracing a new chapter of life defined not by limitations, but by possibility. Her latest glow-up, highlighted by a polished new haircut and a set of perfect teeth, is more than just a cosmetic upgrade. It's a symbol of how far she's come and a testament to the power of self-love and perseverance. The video in question, which quickly went viral across platforms like Instagram and TikTok, features Tammy confidently smiling at the camera, flipping her newly styled hair, and flashing a brilliant, straight smile. Gone are the days of hiding behind layers of clothing or avoiding the mirror. In this moment, she is unapologetically present, proud, and glowing with confidence. Fans flooded the comments with messages of admiration, calling her beautiful, inspiring, and a true warrior. What makes this moment so powerful is not just the physical changes, though they are striking, but the emotional evolution behind them. Tammy's transformation began several years ago when she underwent bariatric surgery, a life-changing procedure that jump-started her weight loss journey. Since then, she has lost hundreds of pounds, regaining mobility, health, and independence. But the road has been anything but easy. There were setbacks, moments of weight regain, emotional breakdowns, and public scrutiny. Tammy has been candid about her battles with depression, loneliness, and the pressure of being in the spotlight. After her divorce from her husband, Caleb Willard, in 2022, She faced a period of intense personal reflection and healing. The end of her marriage, while painful, became a catalyst for growth. She began focusing more on herself, investing in therapy, and prioritizing her well-being over external validation. It was during this time of introspection that Tammy started to consider cosmetic enhancements not as vanity, but as acts of self-care. She began working with a team of professionals to improve her appearance in ways that would boost her confidence and reflect the inner strength she was cultivating. The new haircut, a sleek, shoulder-length style with soft layers and subtle highlights, gives her a modern, youthful look that complements her softer facial features post-weight loss. Equally impactful is her smile. For years, Tammy struggled with dental issues, a common side effect of poor nutrition, limited access to healthcare, and the physical challenges of maintaining oral hygiene at an extreme weight. Her teeth were misaligned, discolored, and in some cases, damaged. But in a deeply personal and empowering decision, she underwent extensive dental work, including orthodontics and veneers, to achieve a healthy, radiant smile. In a heartfelt post accompanying the video, Tammy wrote, "I'm not doing this for anyone else. I'm doing this because I finally feel like I deserve to feel good about how I look. For so long, I hated seeing photos of myself. I avoided mirrors. But now, I'm learning to love the woman I see. This is me stronger, healthier, and finally at peace." Her words struck a chord with fans who have followed her journey from the beginning. Many shared their own stories of body image struggles, mental health battles, and the long process of learning self-acceptance. Tammy's transformation is not just about aesthetics. It's about healing, empowerment, and rewriting one's narrative. What's particularly inspiring about Tammy's glow-up is that it comes after years of public struggle. Unlike celebrities who undergo makeovers in private, Tammy's entire journey has played out on camera: the highs, the lows, the tears, and the triumphs. There's no filter, no airbrushing of the hard truths. This authenticity is what has made her so relatable and beloved. She's not pretending the journey has been easy. In fact, she's been vocal about the ongoing challenges. Maintaining weight loss, especially with Prader-Willi syndrome, requires constant vigilance. She follows a strict diet, exercises regularly, and works closely with medical professionals. But she's also learned to be kinder to herself. "I used to beat myself up over every slip-up," she said in a recent interview. "Now, I try to focus on progress, not perfection." Her sisters, Amy and Crisley Hall, have been supportive throughout, though their own journeys have taken different paths. Amy, who has also undergone significant weight loss surgery, has had her own ups and downs, including a tragic loss with the passing of her fiancé, Christopher Combs, in 2022. The sisters have leaned on each other through grief, recovery, and reinvention, forming a bond that continues to strengthen despite the pressures of fame. Tammy's transformation has also sparked conversations about body image, self-worth, and the societal pressures placed on women, especially those in the public eye, to conform to certain beauty standards. Some critics have questioned whether her changes are driven by insecurity or external expectations. But Tammy has been clear. "This is about her, not anyone else. I'm not trying to look like someone else," she emphasized. "I'm trying to feel like the best version of myself. If I want to get my hair done, or fix my teeth, or wear makeup, that's my choice. It doesn't mean I wasn't worthy before. It just means I'm growing." And grow she has. Beyond her physical appearance, Tammy has blossomed in other areas of her life. She's become an advocate for mental health awareness, speaking openly about her therapy journey and encouraging others to seek help without shame. She's also explored new passions, from fashion to fitness, and even launched a line of plus-size clothing designed for comfort and confidence. Her social media presence has evolved, too. Once a platform for documenting her weight loss milestones, it's now a space of positivity, inspiration, and community. She shares motivational quotes, wellness tips, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of her daily life, from grocery shopping to self-care routines. Her videos often include uplifting messages. You are enough. Healing takes time. Progress, not perfection. Fans appreciate her honesty. Tammy feels like a friend. One follower commented, "She's real." She struggles, but she keeps going. That gives me hope. The response to her recent glow-up video has been overwhelmingly positive. Media outlets picked up the story, praising her courage and transformation. But perhaps the most meaningful reactions have come from everyday people who see themselves in her journey. Women and men alike have reached out to say that Tammy's story gave them the courage to start their own health journeys, seek therapy, or simply look in the mirror with more compassion. One woman wrote, "I've spent my life hiding because I didn't think I was beautiful. Watching Tammy love herself now makes me want to do the same," another shared. "She's proof that it's never too late to change your life. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally. She's a warrior." Tammy's journey also highlights the importance of medical and emotional support in long-term weight management. Her success wasn't achieved overnight or through willpower alone. It required surgery, therapy, nutrition counseling, and a strong support system. She's been transparent about the role her doctors and therapists have played, urging others to seek